record-setting year for you guys at New Mexico State?
Yes, sir, definitely. I know me personally. Um, I have a goal this year, and it's better than last year, and that's personal. And the team goal is 6+ wins. So you know, uh, everything about this upcoming year is better than last year as far as goal wise.
Talk about the expectations for yourself going into the season, being named, preseason Offensive Player of the Year.
My expectations for myself are every year is do better than last year. So anything less than 1,600 is not acceptable. That's just my personal preference on myself. I'm real hard on myself. So anything, like I said, anything less than 1,600 is not acceptable.
Well, the defense that gave up a ton of points last season, do you guys feel a lot of pressure on offense to score in bunches to try to win some games?
No pressure, no pressure. Um, we know that our goal is. Coach always talks about 30+ points. So as long as we score 30+ points, you know, we just need the defense to hold them to less than 30 points, and we'll win. And then if it comes to a shootout, we feel that we should be potent enough to, if it comes to a shootout, to be able to put more points on the board than the other team.
This is a conference that's pretty stacked at the running back position. Do you look at other guys in the conference, guys like Elijah McGuire, and see what they're doing and kind of feed off how they perform?
Most definitely, most definitely. I talked to Elijah and I talked to Matt and I talked to Marcus. It was great to meet them, But I sit at home and I observe. I watch their highlight tapes all the time, because it's a lot that I learned from him. Like Elijah, his hands are great. He's got great hands out the backfield, and that's one area that I consistently want to improve my game on. So um, I watch him a lot. Matt's extremely fast, so I just watch the way they run the ball, and I try to feed off them, like you said, try to feed off them.
Larry, what's it like to kind of, you're getting these preseason honors, see your name kind of showing up nationally, not always maybe a guy from New Mexico State can get those kind of national accolades, but your
Mhm.
name's starting to pop up and draft watch and stuff like that. I guess just for you personally, what's that experience like?
It's great. I'm just enjoying the process. Coming out of high school, I wasn't very highly recruited, so I'm not in the same situation as a Leonard Fournette or one of those guys who's known they would be successful their whole career, pretty much. Like I said, coming out of high school, I didn't know where I would end up, but so it's kind of weird, scary in a way, because it's like overnight success, if you would like to say, because I just woke up and then next thing you know, bam, ESPN, all this stuff. So it's a fun experience, but in a way, it's kind of scary. But like I said, I just learned to enjoy the process.
As all that goes on, how proud are you to represent your school, New Mexico State, as you're getting all of that?
I'm very proud. Like I tell the guys all the time, even though I'm the one that's getting all the attention, I still do it for them. I want them to get just as much as attention as I can. So just because I'm the guy that's bringing them here doesn't mean that I'm the only guy they're looking at. So my job is to get them here, and I tell them all the time their job is to stand out. So
This doesn't affect you for this year and doesn't affect the school until after this year. But I guess as players, what's kind of y'all's reaction to the New Mexico State leaving the Sun Belt and having to maybe switch conferences?
we don't focus too much on it. We're our biggest thing is getting to a bowl game. So right now the conference stuff is not our main focus. Our main focus is getting to a bowl game, and then after we get to a bowl game, then the rest will take care of itself.
Are there any running backs you compare yourself to or that you look up to?
Um, in the game right now, uh, I really like Christian McCaffrey. That's who I like. Christian's real smooth. He's real versatile, and that's who I like. I like him a lot. If I could get to where he's at in the passing game, turn game, you know, so that's who I look up to.
So you say your biggest thing to get to the next step would be just improving out of the backfield and pitches?
Yes, most definitely. Your hands can never be too good. So every off season I go into off season, and my biggest focus is catching the ball and gaining weight. So those are my two focuses. As far as running the ball comes natural for me. So uh, like I said, catching out the backfield and gaining weight, my two biggest focuses.
You said 1,600 would be done. Is there a number you're looking for, or just more?
Yeah, it's a number, but I'm not gonna put it out there just yet. But I got a number, and just know it's a couple more hundred than 16.
All right. All right. Well, good luck with that.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Been looking forward to talking to you all day.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm going to show a little bit of bias and say you're my favorite player.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, the big knock on you specifically, or the entire team, I guess, is y'all tend to be underweight and undersized.
Mhm.
What have y'all done to kind of fix that problem?
Well, I know Coach has done a great job because in the summer we have a nutrition program that's out this world. Every day, Monday through Friday, we eat at local restaurants. We go out and eat. So they're feeding us top of the line. So that's the biggest thing, one of the biggest things. And then our strength and condition coach, he's great. So he's just been doing a lot of stuff to get us on the same level as everybody else. And then we recruited real good. Coach recruited real good. So he's got some guys in the trenches that came in that are nice sized guys that are already ready to go. So it just took Coach a little bit of time to get established what he wanted to get established. So now I feel like we're finally there.
New Mexico State has a bunch of quarterbacks that could end up being a starter. Which one, not which one, but how confident are you that y'all will be able to find a starter before the season?
I'm very confident. That's not even one of my biggest concerns, I would say, because you got Tyler Matthews, who's a fifth-year transfer. He's come from bigger schools and he knows what it takes to win. You got Tyler Rogers, who was off to a great start before he got hurt, unfortunately. And then you got Nick Genty, who got us a win last year. So with those three guys with great experience, whoever gets the reins is gonna step up and fulfill the job.
It was kind of surprising when you became such a dominant running back, just because on paper you don't really fit the mold of most other
Mhm.
dominant running backs like you. What has been the main factor that created your ability to just be such a good player?
Okay, well, first of all, it's them boys up front. The big guys up front. I always give them credit because without them, I wouldn't be anything. So I give them a lot of credit. But like I always tell them, if they can just get me past the first level, I'll take care of the second level. And I've always been a smaller back my whole life. So throughout high school, I learned how to avoid those hits. Stay away from getting blasted, because that's what those linebackers want, and they see a guy my frame, and they're like, okay, yeah, I can lay the wood on him, But I just learned to avoid hits. My vision is outstanding, I would say. So that's what puts me on the same level as all the other guys. And like I say, when I get in open space, I feel like nobody can tackle me. So my biggest thing is just avoiding those hits. You know what I'm saying? But I've picked up some weight. I'm weighing in at 190 right now, so I'm slowly transferring into not being considered a smaller back anymore.
The last question was okay. I don't know if it's the last question. But
Okay, no, you're all right.
Rebuild, and that's typically the year that people are like, all right, we need
Mhm.
results this year
Mhm.
because it's year 4, and especially since Doug Martin has gone the high school route,
Uh
and
huh.
not the JUCO route, like for example, Paul Petrino,
Mhm.
Idaho. How much added pressure, is put on you guys just to perform this year, just by the fact that it's year 4?
It's not really added pressure. I wouldn't call it pressure. Um, we just know what needs to be done. It's just all about doing it. Each year it's the same situation. Get 6 wins. So I wouldn't say it's added pressure because last year, uh, the same goal, if you would ask last year, was get 6 wins. So it's the same exact thing that we're looking for as we were looking for last year.
The Sun Belt seems to be filled with great running backs. There's great running backs at
Mhm.
Georgia Southern. There's a great running game at App State. There's great running backs all over the
Mhm.
place. Um, is there extra, motivation for yourself to keep up with the other running backs in the league?
Definitely. I mean, I got to meet those guys for the first time this weekend, and every week in and week out, I go and I look and I see where Matt Breed is at. I'm like, oh man, Matt's at 7 yards of carry. You know what I'm saying? Matt's at 7 yards. What do I need to do to get to 7 yards? I look at Elijah and I see Elijah. Okay, he had 100 yards rushing, 100 yards receiving. I'm like, okay, so they kind of set the bar for me. I kind of feed off them, and little do they know, they help motivate me, keep me going. So I definitely pay attention to the other guys in the Sun Belt.
Obviously, excluding yourself, who at the upper tier of college football in terms of running backs, who do you say you'd be most similar to, whether it be a Leonard Fournette, a Dalvin Cook, or even like a Wayne Gallman who just never gets out, stuff like that?
It would have to be out of Dalvin and Christian McCaffrey. Those two are, in my eyes, it's tough to say which one is better. They're neck and neck in my eyes. Dalvin is extremely good. He's fast. He's very versatile. But what Christian brings to the table as far as that punt return, kickoff return, receiving, rushing, is just tremendous. I love seeing him play. I love seeing him do his thing. So, those two, I'd have to say I'm a mixture of both of them.
Well, I don't have any more questions, but I did want to point out one stat that I didn't know if you knew that's just blown me away since I first read it. There were two running backs last year that had more than 20.
Me and Dalvin, yeah.
The entire list.
Yes, sir.
Struck me.
Yes, sir. Thank
Good to
you.
meet you.
Thank you.